Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for taking the time to see this video that I'm making today. But before we start the video, first thing I'd like you to do is if you're a subscriber and you haven't joined, please go ahead and click the join button. It only helps me out. Two, if you're new to the channel, you just discovered it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification button so that way you get notified of any new videos that I make. Also, don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you're either a subscriber or you're a member. Go ahead and do that. It only helps me out in the YouTube algorithm, and it helps my channel grow more so that other people can find the goodness of what the Linux tube is. In today's video, we're going to talk about a distribution that I have personally never heard of before. It's called Voyager Linux. That's the name of it, and that's what drew me to it, honestly. I'm a Trekkie, and its name goes with one of my favorite versions of Star Trek that was created. And so I just immediately piqued my interest. And so when I did, go to their webpage, I was pleasantly surprised. They have many spins of their own spin of Ubuntu. It's not an official flavor of Ubuntu, so don't think that you're going to go to Ubuntu's page and find it. No, you have to go through, and you can find it at voyagerlive.org. I will put the link in the description down below. And so let's go ahead and take a look at their webpage right now so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. Right here at the top of the page for them, you can see a list of the different Voyagers that they have. What's really cool is they're mainly based off of Ubuntu, as you can see in the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But the 7th one is Voyager 11, which is based off of the Bullseye edition of Debian. So if you're not an Ubuntu guy, but you dig the Debian part, they've actually got a flavor for you. And of course, they've got this little key down here that explains what LTS is, future release version, news, options, tablet, PC, whatever, as you'll see triggered throughout the different smattering of releases that they have down below. This is the one that I've got, the Voyager 2304, which is based off of Gnome 44 and Xfce 4.18, which are both the latest versions out of what they are. Well, the Gnome 420 is, I think, coming. It's got the Wayland support. This is the last one. The 4.18 of the Xfce, sorry, is the one that is got the regular X11 window manager or display server support in it. So either way, you have that available in the newest and latest greatest one, which is what we're going to take a look at when we do the review here pretty quickly. But I wanted to show you the 22.04 LTS version of Voyager. Then they have the 22.10 version of Voyager, which are based off of the 5.19 LTS kernel. But they are not LTS releases, so the 22.04 LTS one is what that one's based off of. The 22.10 is not. It's 9 months of updates. So this one will have 5 years of updates. And then they have the Voyager 11 Debian Bullseye LTS edition, which will give 5 years. So as you can see, what I'm thinking they're doing is for the LTS versions is they're going to be doing where they are going to be updating whenever the major release is done. So like when the new release of the 5 years is up, then they'll convert to the next LTS that's got the 5-year support. So, and it's always done through probably the parent distribution of like Debian, Bullseye, or Ubuntu. So the gaming edition is built on Xubuntu, so that's a little bit different. But either way, also they have a donate page here. So let's go ahead and, if you can give them a couple bucks, go ahead and do that. Also, don't forget your local Linux content creator on YouTube. He could use a couple of bucks. Then they have the 20.4 LTS, the 20.4 Gnome Edition LTS. That's what the GE stands for. And then here's the Gamer Edition, which is it's based off of the Xubuntu with the Xfce 4.14 edition, and it has 3 years worth of support of updates. And then they've got the Voyager K, which is a keyboard shortcuts, which if you're going to use GNOME, doing the keyboard shortcuts is probably the best way to go. It's definitely maximizes your workflow and your efficiency. So, and it's also tends to be more on what I dig, the actual window manager side of things. So, and then they've got this Go, which is basically, I don't know if it's an OS for your phone or if it's a just applies cool wallpapers to your phone. I don't know. If you know what that is or have used it before, please leave a comment down below explaining what it is. And then if you try it and you find out what it is, then please leave a comment down below explaining what you found. And so that is a brief look at their webpage. It is got a smattering of lots of information for you. And as if you see at the top, you got the Voyager Ubuntu, the Debian editions, then the tablet editions, which they actually have, which is a 2-in-1 tablet PC, I guess. I don't know. Go take a look at it, see. It's in French, which their option scripts for a convertible 2-in-1 tablet PC, except for versions. I guess you can load it into a tablet and it makes your tablet work just like the desktop. That's kind of crazy cool. You can switch it in the tablet mode, viewing mode. It just automatically switches. So they basically did it on where you can. That's a tablet edition that you can put on tablet. Then of course I got the gaming edition, which if you look, GTA 5, it's playing. You know, they're talking about you can play modern day. You know, Title A games on there. So yeah, let's look at their webpage. So let's go ahead and now take a look at their actual stuff, their operating system on actual hardware. Here we go. Let's go ahead and log in. And here you are. This is what you're greeted with. I sort of like their coloring scheme. I mean, I'm a dark character kind of guy. You know, I like dark themes and stuff like that. But this is bright enough but yet muted enough that I like it. And I love how they didn't go overbearing with the yellow. It's just smattered in very appropriate spots, like the top right hand corner up here, the actual name, the distribution name, the 2304 version, and then also they have Voyager, their name down here with the QR code, and then in the conky here, just a little splash of it. That's it. And then of course the highlighting for whichever virtual desktop you're on, because you could have up to 4 here. I imagine if you get more, then they add more dots. I don't know. And these are where you get to your virtual desktops up here in the upper left hand corner. They have, as you can see, if you right click on it, they have Arc menu installed, so that means that they have extensions installed. And here they are. This is the standard Arc menu. Down below, they have a dock, which has icons on it, which I got to tell you, I'm going to go ahead and hide my face and head here, so you don't have to see me. But either way, I really like their icon themes that they got going on here. They're pretty cool themes. I like them. They're appropriate. They're visually soft and subtle, but yet beautiful. I really enjoy them. They really are very, very nice. I'm really impressed, actually. Of course, this is GNOME, so you have the standard GNOME app launcher right here built into the dock, where you can look at, they've got Pac-Man, a couple of games. We'll take a look at that in a minute, but you can see where you can do that right now. You can have that there. But, of course, you've got up here in the upper left-hand corner, Arc menu, which is, to me, one or the other should be. It's a little redundant, but, you know, a lot of distros do that. That's one of the aesthetic things that I pay attention to that most people, I guess, don't. I guess it's better to have more than one way to get to your apps. I don't know. I mean, if you're like an Xfce, you can right click on the desktop and it can come, but they don't have that part done. But either way, this is the GNOME edition, and that's what they have. I would have, personally, between me, I would have gotten rid of the GNOME one on the bottom. If you went through all the effort of installing extensions and installing Arc menu, you know, I would have gotten rid of the GNOME one. Otherwise, then what's the purpose, right? But either way, that's just a little ticky-tacky on my part. So then, like you said, I showed you the actual virtual desktop changer. Then over here, you have your time and date, and then you've got your encrypted folders. If you have any encrypted folders on your drive, they'll be right here. You got your clipboard, your time and date. If you click on it, of course, you have interactions for the do not disturb and any notifications that you may have. And then you have your system tray over here, which is all smattered with a bunch of different things in here. You can do caffeine, settings, center, which if you click on it, should take you to extension preferences, session desktop configuration editor, regular old settings, and advanced settings. So here you can go to a multitude of different settings. You can do auto rotate. So if you're in a tablet mode, you can do that as well. And then power mode to switch between balanced and power, obviously. And then over here is your desktop screenshot tool. Here's your settings. It takes you straight away to your settings, your regular settings. Tells you also about where you're at and what you're doing. So, I mean, it's your typical GNOME settings. Let's go back here. And then, of course, you've got your power session manager right here and then your volume indicator right here. So should you, as you can hear, you have sound enabled. And then, of course, here's where you can set your user and your user icon right through here, but it takes you to the settings where you can do all that. You can change password and all that good stuff. So that is a look at the top bar. Now on the dock, they have Firefox, they have Files, which is GNOME Files, obviously. Then they've got gedit, which is their GNOME editor. Then they got Notepad. Then they've got their calendar down here, which they called Agenda. They've renamed them, which you can do in settings. And then they've got Private. Now what this is an automatic to open up a private tab in Firefox. And then they've got their SM-Tube, which is a video player. If we open it up, as you can see, you can play videos right here, this, that, and another with it, you know, like a YouTube player. And then you have the Software Center, which is this should be the standard, typical, the GNOME Software Center, which it is. If you click on let's go with the play section. You click on the play section. It's going to take a minute to populate because it's going through and checking out what software is available in the repositories. Whether it uses the repositories or Snap, I'm not sure. I don't think you will know until you let's go to DuckStation. It might tell you, yeah. See, so it has FlatHub that it's available in. So it's got apparently Flatpaks enabled, as well as probably their standard old repositories that Ubuntu would have. So, which they're trying to get away from, and I think they're trying to do more of snaps, from what I understand. So if this has actually got the regular PPAs installed for their repositories, that'd be kind of cool. Let's see, Epiphany browser. See, when we open that up, where's it go to? FlatHub. Maybe they're using. Oh, and they do. Yep, and Ubuntu Deb. See, so yeah, they have the regular Ubuntu repositories and Flatpak, not snaps enabled, and that's probably why it has not been accepted as a official flavor of Ubuntu. So there you go. That's the Software Center. Now this right here is the crux of what their scripts are. If you can see, all these things here are scripts that tell you what to do, like changing mode here. Let's go ahead and do this. We'll click on here. Now, what is weird is if you stretch this, it doesn't change the aspect inside the box. I don't know if that's just because they've deemed it not to be that way or what, but it's something I found that it just doesn't do. It stays to this size. So you can, there you got the default Voyager mode. Now say we want to switch to dark mode. Click on here, click OK, and it automatically switches on the fly. No logging out, no nothing. It themes everything across the board to dark mode. Whoa, it didn't theme the Arc menu extension. What about like in files? Yeah, that didn't theme that either. So it's not 100% global. Although I do like the icon themes. That's cool. So let's go to night mode. No, let's go to day mode. See what day mode does. And wow, it didn't do anything. Do that again. Oh, there we go. Now it themed. I must have not clicked. I might have hit cancel. Either way, so there's day mode. Mode automatic switches it from dark to day depending on the time. And then also you've got the actual default. Oh, that would be why it didn't theme it globally. Okay, because I get it. It's like night light is what it is. So when you go to night mode, it's like turning on the night light or dark mode for it. So it randomizes wallpapers apparently. Okay, I see now. I see now. Now I get that. So you got night mode turned on, right? Net speed. Let's see what that does. Enable net speed with one click box Voyager. So that's, I guess we'll tell you what your, yep, right here. It added it right here in the panel, your up and down speed for your network. And then screencast, obviously that's going to let you cast your screen. Voyager wallpapers, let's check that out. And down below you have a bunch of wallpapers that you can choose from at any point in time, which they're pretty modernized wallpapers. They're pretty cool ones, some abstract ones, some regular, portrait style, daily life living ones, some nature ones that are, all branded Voyager. So yeah, I mean, they're cool. I guess that's cool. If you want to switch with those kind of wallpapers, Explorer wallpapers, what are those? These are probably ones that are all around the world, looking at all around the world. Voyager branded ones that are, just touring the world. So that's kind of cool. Then, of course, latest wallpapers, you can take a look at those. And these are, wow, they're ones traveling around the world, but they're, kind of portrait wildlife ones. There's that one. Yeah, so it just randomizes different wallpapers that it has plenty to choose from. They just broke it down into categories. Then, of course, you have your extensions Gnome, recent popularity, and you can check out which are installed ones. So this puts all your extensions right at your fingertips right here. So it's opening up the Gnome extensions. Disabled ones, shell extensions. Kind of cool. So while we're here, let's take a look at Firefox and see what version they're on. See if they're using. Oh, they are using the latest and greatest 112. So yeah, they're using in this latest release. They're using all the most popular ones that they have out there. So you got the conky control. This probably lets you adjust things in this little conky down below. Custom, extra, graph, bar, killer conky management. You could add, you can go to settings, do different things with it, change the things, and you can set it to auto start or whatever. So yeah, that's that. And then effects for Gnome Shell. Check this out. Fiery window, compiz window effects, magic lamp. So you could turn these on to work. So enable disable 3D cube with one click. There you go. So click OK. And then right here you have reparation, which is basically how to fix your distribution should there be an issue. You can go and fix like grub. You can change the background color for the GDM. You can automatically organize apps by categories, etc., etc., etc. You can add bash aliases, all kinds of little scripts in here that you can do. Then the next one they have is wine and gaming, which to me is where you're obviously going to be able to install wine and also Steam. But what I find different, if you're a developer and you're listening, why wouldn't you include in here like Lutris and some of the game launchers as well, maybe? Other than the only thing I can think of, and this may be the vein that they're trying to keep, is that this is supposed to be the switchblade or Swiss Army knife of their distros. So it combines both regular standard desktop multimedia stuff to office stuff with the LibreOffice that's installed, and also gaming. So they didn't want to really bloat it up too much. Those are stuff that you could add on later down the road if you want to yourself. So I can understand why they didn't do that, and you'll probably find that Lutris and some of the game launchers are probably installed in their gaming edition. So now that I'm thinking about it, that could be the possibility. So, But then, of course, you can do this, which is a switch Voyager to Ubuntu, which if you look at it, it's obviously going to be the way to switch them back and forth from one to the other to your current one that you've got set up versus just a regular default, which takes you back to, I'm assuming, the one that it comes right out of the box style. And then, of course, system info is probably just that. It's going to give you your system right through NeoFetch, as you can see. So yeah, so there's that. And that's a look at the Voyager out of the box app, which is what is one of the crowning jewels of this desktop right here that's kind of cool. So that is a look at the Voyager box. Go through and take a look real quick at some apps that they have installed that are the standard important ones: Gnome Extension Manager and extensions, Firewall, Bleach It, all those Stacer's better. It's a disk cleaning tool that helps get unorphaned files and all those kind of things done. They got Rhythm Box installed as a music player. They got Good Vibes, which is a radio music player. They've got Videos and MPV player as your video players. Gnome Videos is here, and this MPV is an add-on. Pavidi, which is a actual, or PittyV, I don't know how to say it. Anyhow, it's basically the GNOME version of KDE, of Kden Live. It's a video editor tool. They've got Document Scanner. They've got Image Writer in here. They also have GIMP in. They have LibreOffice, obviously the full suite. They've got the Cheese, Transmission, Thunderbird, Pigeon, which is a messaging client, and utilities. The important ones that they've got here. Ooh, I love that effect it just had where everything blurred my shell. They got Blur My Shell installed here. Is disks. That's really, I like GNOME disks. And they've got the GNOME Tweaks tool installed as well. Let's do that again. See? Yeah, that fade effect. That's cool. That's obviously one of those Compiz Fusion ones that is installed. They got regular GNOME settings, system monitor. They've got OS. They got boot repair and the OS uninstaller. They got the GNOME startup disk creator. And Shotwell's your screenshot tool. They've got gedit right here, even though it's named editor de text. They got dconf editor. Tilde is installed for games. They've got chess, the regular run-of-the-mill I'll write, Sudoku, Mahjong, which I think 2048 might be that. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Anyhow, it's not Mahjong. It's a different type of Mahjong if it is. And then they've got Mahjong right here. Then they've got Greed. They've got Bastard Tetris. Yeah, they got all the stuff here that you would find, and then a few extras that they've gone into, so there's a look at that. Now, I want to see what their Xfce desktop looks like. So let me go ahead and see if I can log into the Xfce. So we're going to go here, and let's go to log out. And where do we log in to if there is... That's accessibility. I guess they don't have it where the cogwheel where you could switch, so it didn't install the Xfce desktop variant that they have. Interesting. So we'll just log back in. And wait, now the cogwheel showed up. What? Wait a minute. Let's log back out. That was weird. It's because I started typing that it did it. Right? I'm not used to that. Yeah, here you go. And now we're logging into their Xfce variant. That was wild. It didn't log in. So let's try that again. Ah, there we go. Now we logged into the Xfce variant, and this is what it looks like. Once again, I'm not going to go through a full rundown of it, but I got to admit, it's kind of sexy for Xfce, and I'm not an Xfce guy. They have added these conkeys here. They've added these shortcuts here. I guess this is airplane mode, or turn your Wi-Fi on and off. They have T-pad on and off. I don't know what P3 is. Voyager, safe, Oh, these are the same as what they had in the GNOME panel, but they're just over here on the side. I don't know what I clicked on and it didn't do anything, so I don't know. Anyhow, there's that. And then over here on the left-hand side, they have calendar, info, box. This is the Voyager box shortcut, which is surprising that it's not on the panel. This is their obviously weather icon. That's kind of cool. Got weather report here. P4. Oh, I guess this might be to switch through desktops. Through virtual desktops, maybe? I don't know. Weird, the other one went away. That's crazy. Well, what'd I do? There we go. Let's go to 1. No. Go to 4. Oh, that's strange. I took away the P4 thing. The cool conky is over here. Either way, I don't know. I got to figure out how to turn that back on. Let's switch back to the number 1 virtual desktop. And we're here. So there's that. I don't know what that does. Oh, it brought it back. Haha. I cycled. Where did it go? It came back and then it went away. Try that again. Weird. I don't know how to get it back. It's strange. But anyhow, their icon themes is different, but they're pretty much all the same things down below. This is your settings manager for your Xfce panel profiles. What's that? Oh, crap. You could change profiles, and they got a butt ton in here. Cupertino, what's that? Apply configuration. Oh, it changed the profile of the panel. Ooh, that's not good. Let's go to the Voyager gaming one. Now we're back to the gaming one. There we go. That's what those are. The P3 and P4 is different profiles. You can switch between P4 and profile 4 and profile 3. Okay, there we go. So anyhow, there's the customizations for whatchamacallit, for the Xfce edition. The Xfce edition looks to be as fun as Voyager Linux. So yeah, dude, I'm really, it's an Ubuntu based distribution that I actually kind of like. They did a great job in theming this thing. Tell me what you guys think. I really enjoyed this distribution. It's a lot of fun. I mean, I was pleasantly surprised. It was way more than what I thought it was going to be, in the sense of I just basically found it because of the name and I went into it. But their spins, the way they could switch things on the fly, I really like it. I really like it. If you guys used this before, please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think. Also, if you plan on using it and you use it, revisit back and tell me what you think. It's awesome. You know, interchange with the community. Also, don't forget to visit our Discord page. You can go to Discord. The description or the link will be in the description down below. Also, like and subscribe. Share the video. Whatever you got to do. Do what you do. All I say is keep doing what you do. Keep on Linuxing. Stay blessed. And above all, have a great day. See you in the next one.